Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and today we're going to be looking at young Ahamkara's spine, which is an arm piece for the hunter. Now before I begin, I just want to talk about a few comments I've been getting on some of these exotic reviews. There are people that are saying like, why are you so negative? Why are you shit-talking all these exotics? Or, why are all these exotics bad? Not all the exotics that I've shared are bad. Sometimes I give them like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I don't think they're the best, but they do still have uses and they're still valuable. If they're your only exotic, you can still use them, but I'm a very big min-maxer. If I'm using one exotic piece, it's the only armor piece that I can wear, I want it to be really good and I want it to be something that I can constantly use and enjoy. For example, on my Arc Strider, I really like using my Lucky Raspberry chest piece. I never worry about it, I always enjoy it, it always seems to be good, I don't complain. Same with Doomfist Pauldron for my Sentinel Titan. It's a good exotic that always has value. And some of the ones that I talk about, they just aren't great long term. They have a cool effect here and there. They might be usable. If it's your only exotic, throw it on. But I'm not going to lead you astray and be like, oh my god, that thing's freaking amazing, when it isn't. At least, not in my opinion. And that's the thing. It's my opinion. And while we're on the topic, I do suggest you watch the reviews of other people. One person in particular is Dado. Another guy is Holtzman. I'm going to link both of those people in the description below. When they do an exotic review, they are very in-depth, they have a very different viewpoint than myself, and they may find some of these exotics to be amazing compared to myself. So I'm going to shout those guys out right now because they've got some great reviews. Holtzman right now, he's going to be the first one. The top link is Patrick Casey, aka Holtzman. He has some of the best weapon reviews in the game because he's a lot more in-depth than me. You guys can tell by now I'm a bit of a jokester. I like to dick around, I give you my quick, honest opinion, but I'm not going to go super in-depth. If you're looking for in-depth, Patrick or Dado, those are the guys, okay? Now, I just wasted like a minute and a half describing this. Let's get into the damn review! Young Ahamkara's spine drastically increases the duration of your trip mine. Instead of being around 14 seconds, it ends up being about 30 seconds, so pretty much doubles the time that your trip mine is active. It also tracks enemies when you hit them, but it doesn't kill them, which is kind of nice because trip mines do about 180 damage in PvP. So then you can track them through the wall and clean them up with your other gun. That's pretty cool, pretty nifty, pretty sexy. Now, is this exotic good? It's okay. It's like literally like a 3 out of 10. Because for the most part, when you're throwing a trip mine, you're putting a big flashing red thing on the wall that doesn't do any damage until someone walks through it. Trip mines by themselves are extremely average grenades. They expose themselves instantly, they don't do damage instantly, and yeah, they're just kind of like a red flashing, hey, don't come over here sign. Now, that is a good thing, because when you throw a trip mine against a wall, you effectively zone opponents from entering the area. They can shoot it, but then they have to take time to shoot it and not enter the room, or stop shooting your opponent, or whatever it might be. So, if you want to zone opponents, young Ahamkara's spine is going to help you zone opponents. For about 30 seconds, people will not enter that doorway. That means that if you want to be aggressive with them, you usually can't because people will not enter that doorway. You need to use it defensively to stop people from fighting you, not to fight people in a lot of situations. Now, if people are grouped up on the other side of a wall and you can throw a sneaky little grenade, you can pull off some sexy multi-kills. This clip's a great example. I lead with a grenade, I kill someone, get an assist, this guy's getting tracked, he ends up getting killed, we're starting to push in, we end up getting 4 kills, amazing. The next clip, I take out a golden gun, the trip mine's feeling pretty good. But that's the thing. Young Ahamkara's spine wouldn't have changed anything from these clips for the most part. This guy still would have died, the other guy still would have died, and I only needed about 2 seconds on that cooldown. When you're using this grenade aggressively and expecting it to blow up in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds of it being thrown, then you don't need a 30-second duration. If you're using it defensively, great. 30 seconds is fantastic. But even then, I think trip mines are extremely average in a lot of situations, and they don't feel like they do as much as you'd expect. I would rather 10 times out of 10 have a swarm grenade, or if I was on a Titan, a pulse grenade, because it does deny them the area, and also if they're somewhat close to it, it's probably going to do a little bit of damage on the bonus side, because it's going to proc that damage almost instantly when you throw it. The trip mine has time that it has to set up, then they have to trigger it, then it goes off, and yada, yada, yada. The trip mine feels like shit. And it's not young Ahamkara's spine, but when you have to use trip mines to make young Ahamkara's spine have any value, you start to realize, well, shit, I don't know if I want to use this exotic period because I don't know if I want to use trip mines. Does that make any sense? Am I rambling here? I just feel like it's, if you're gonna use trip mines, cool. It's a nice bonus to have. But you could just easily play any other class or any other grenade, and now this is a useless exotic for the most part. So as soon as you switch off the grenade, as soon as you switch class, this exotic is useless. And even when you are using it to its full capability, it's only like a 4 out of 10 or maybe like a 3. It's like a 2 out of 10. Do you know what? I said 4. That's aggressive. I literally think it's like a 2 or a 3. Just because of how shitty trip mines are in Destiny 2. In Destiny 1, when they would instantly kill you and you could really zone off a hallway with it, ooh, baby boy. But for the most part, all this really does is zone off a hallway for longer, and then it tracks the guy if they end up getting hit. But there's gonna be situations like this where I feel like that grenade should maybe proc on one of these Titans. Maybe someone will proc on that little grenade there. Yeah, does anyone want to die to that grenade? There's a grenade right there. Does anyone want to die to that grenade? No? Okay. And I'll be the first to admit, I think I do miss some of my trip mines. I think that one was too high. I think the one before was a little bit off. It wasn't gonna, proc on the Titan. But I still just don't really like trip mines overall. But maybe you do love trip mines, and the fact that you can extend the duration by another like 15 seconds, that's pretty cool. It adds some value to you. For me, I just don't see it. I feel like they're too easy to avoid. They're too easy to see. I could do so many better plays with a swarm grenade than a trip mine. I'm just not sold on it myself. But hey, I'm just one idiot on the internet that somehow has 180,000 people who watch his videos, and that's because I'm the best in the game and I know everything, and you have to listen to what I say. So don't wear these gauntlets, because if you do, you'll die. In 5 days, you will die. You won't actually die. You're not gonna die. You can use them if you want. Okay. No, seriously, you're not gonna die. Trust me, you won't die. Okay, anyways, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you very soon while I huck more grenades at the wall that give away their own position.